camping backpack.
Yes.
And it's nice also because the additional channels there on the there's a double frequency screen, so it's a lot simpler.
Oh yeah, there is. You can actually monitor. You can actually see the two channels on the screen. It looks really nice. Right,
Looks like
you're right back.
looks like Vietnam War tech. Quite large, but if it works.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of cool too. It makes sense having the big one for maybe, I guess, for sports specialists, so they can monitor.
The 1523 Golfs?
No, not that. The it's the I want to say it's the 343. Or no, Falcon 3.
Oh, the
I don't
Falcon?
know. Yeah, the Falcon 3.
Alright, yeah.
Pricky 7.
You know what's funny though is that the 152s we use, you put the right antenna on those and they hit out to like 25, 30 clicks.
Well, like, with the 152s, that's the biggest problem is you have the UHF and then the L-band antennas. And people don't realize that you could, or I think it, or no, those are the new SRW we're testing, sorry. Then you have the VHF and the UHF. And the UHF is better, longer range, more power, so.
Yeah. It's crazy seeing those. It's like it's a handheld radio with a 4-foot long antenna.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
We use them mounted in our vehicles, and they work pretty well. I definitely think we need to stay with Singars, but the Army's switching over to SRW, so.
No one else knows what we're talking about.
Some of us do.
Home?
Some. Well, that what I meant by no one is some don't, some do.
Oh,
The non-cool kids.
the Acre has the 152.
Yep.
So yeah.
And I haven't touched a 152 in so long. We use just Motorola's here.
Or well, technically an Acre is called the 110. The 152 is the 140 vehicles. The vehicle rack.
We're back.
Guys, I think I'm gonna have to sit this one out. Task Force Radio's giving me some hell right now.
Oh.
Are all your plugins red?
I don't know. Plugins. I'm installing it. It's probably my 4th install right now, and it seems to be just wiping the plugins folder. Like everything is just gone in there.
Reinstall TeamSpeak. When you delete it or uninstall it, it'll ask to save your user stuff. Save it, and then you won't have to save your IPs and all that stuff. But then when you come back in, I'll give you the link here. Install Task Force Radio plugin from that link, not from ArmA Sync.
Okay, that's what I've been doing. It seems to be crashing it.
It killed Zax as well. Do not use Task Force Radio installer, guys, because you never know what number they're going to give you.
Yeah.
Use ours.
And I learned the hard way.
Yeah, guys, that's really important, okay? Because I know a week before we updated Task Force Radio, a lot of guys, and I think Henrik was doing a lot of this, we're updating Task Force Radio. Please do not do it, okay? Because if you do, and you don't, do it when we ask you to, things are going to break, all right? So please just wait until we ask you to do it as a part of the mod pack, guys.
90% of the time I use on TeamSpeak, I use to fix people's Task Force Radio.
And don't ever use the Task Force Radio installer, because it may be updating a different version that we're not updating to.
Yes, always just ignore that.
Alright, I'll try and get that done before the biowork ends.
And make sure that
User disconnected from your channel.
okay. Do not make sure that then okay. Yeah, well, what everyone also has to make sure is that you always have one version of TeamSpeak installed, unless you're actually using 2 TeamSpeaks for something. And this is for you not to be confused where to install, in what folder you should install Task Force Radio in. I have made that mistake before, and making that mistake was that nearly got me basically nearly kicked out of AA because Task Force Radio was not working for 2 weeks for me. So.
Sorry to like go off topic, but Lyndon, I got your PM. I can run you through what we kind of decided was the crash course for that medic course if you want. We can go through sometime this week.
Oh sure, thanks.
Yeah, no
Much
problem.
Hey,
appreciated.
can you PM me too with that?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we
That's
have we pretty much have a loadout and then how treatment for everything. So I mean, because if you don't, it follows real life treatments. So if you don't really know what some of the stuff is or what some of the things mean, you know, your guy's gonna die, as we saw.
Just give them morphine; they'll be good.
Yeah. If you can actually overdose on morphine in this mod.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I am well aware of.
If you're not,
Not
just
saying
need
that's a
that
bad thing.
we just need that in the jungle map. Just all of us sitting around in a circle. Whoa.
I accidentally, we were testing it, and they were like, "Hey, just give yourself morphine and see what happens." I was like, "All right," and I gave myself like 2 of them, and all of the colors were different. It was weird.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing until you get up
Yeah.
to about 12.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
God.
And then try flying a helo. Well,
Yeah.
actually, I was a passenger. Marshall was flying, but you could see 3 runways. It was scary.
That's awesome.
And I tried to go through the hangar.
Yeah.
You went
we
through the
took the wrong
hangar
one.
just fine. It was just the wrong hangar.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you put a tourniquet on, you'll pass out in like 5 minutes if you're not bleeding. I found that out too. You can just like put a tourniquet on a healthy person, and then all of a sudden, like you're walking, and then you just pass out. someone has to go over and remove it and stuff.
Also, no, but seriously, we should get like AGM on, but yeah, it's not.
Okay.
It's- okay,
is
there we go.
everyone, hold comms. Is everyone in who needs to be in? Anyone not in?
Put your hand up if you're not in.
24. I counted 24 in the TeamSpeak.
Just
24 in game.
We have one guy reinstalling TeamSpeak real quick, but we go no matter what, so just start it up.
Okay, you happy with that, Alan?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yay.
Oh, that's a pretty small file.
Yeah.
Will still take 10 minutes. It's a small file. Have any of you guys downloaded ArmA cards?
No.
I have it. I haven't
Negative.
touched it, but I downloaded it.
Yeah, I've got it.
We did a
Yeah,
small
Gary
race.
has.
We need to get a race together.
With kilos providing strafing.
Today's mission is racing.
But you know, I did put a
On
racing.
carts.
I did put a racing mission on the server a week or 2 ago with sports cars that got up to about 300 kilometers an hour from one side of Altus to the other. That's quite good fun, especially when the helos try to blow you up as well.
I saw some cart stuff on the server, but I think that might be by default on the server. I don't know.
We have
I
a-
didn't
Someone
ask
has
Alan
miking.
in the briefing. Did you have any specific formations you wanted us to use, or do you not care?
Columns when we're moving in platoon. Some sort of column type formation, doesn't matter which one, and then just some sort of line on the flanks and the attacks. Just something that's linear on those. But I mean, it doesn't necessarily matter too much aside from that.
Hey, Alan, you kind of go a little overboard on those map markers.
Hey, they're important, okay?
Someone is hot miking.
It's Cats.
Dots and lines, okay?
He's in game. He's not like
Whoa, many markers.
Hey, it's what this is my job in real life. I go a little overboard.
To put
Just remember,
markers
man,
on the map.
the best laid plans fall
Oh, yeah.
apart.
It's totally not. It's totally not going to work how it is on there.
Yeah.
It's never going to work like that.
I'm seeing 11 waypoints for just one team. Or sorry, 12, because there's 11 Bravo.
Cats, you gotta do something with your mic in game, man.
I'm still
Yeah,
on loading screen. I don't know what's up with that. With some long screen.
Double tap caps lock, or double tap home. I think it's set you to home or something.
There you
There you go.
It's just.
How did
Oh,
you do
sorry.
these lines on here? Is this just like a thin
Thin rectangle. Yes.
I like the phase lines.
Should work nicely.
Yeah. I hate phase, except that when you turn to toggle map textures to the actual like graphical view, the white one disappears.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody but Keen is gonna blow up when you get in. You're gonna hit continue so we know you're in, alright? Please.
Yeah, there's 15 points total for everything. They just go up in numbers so that way you don't mix up rally point 3 with waypoint 3. There's only 1 3. So
a lot of stuff is going into GPS now.
We're gonna be assaulting uphill? Damn.
not really.
I mean, it's a little bit of an
it's-
incline.
It's flat.
We're gonna flank.
Yes, there's going to be flanks. Flanks will happen.
Ooh, I saw that. I see that
Matthew.
on the map.
Blew up if you're at the screen.
Henrik's blown up. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, squad leaders just I would say emphasize the tasks section of it. That's probably the biggest part for each of the squads.
Cool. Alright. You wanna
Task
you
conditions
want us to go in? Alright,
Just
let's go.
okay.
Four zero.
Whoa. That's why we do weapon safe when we get in.
Okay, squad leaders, if you can hear me, take your time on the brief. I don't want it to be rushed.
Yeah, Rich.
So yeah, Gary and Rich, you can take your time on the brief.
Yeah, understood.
Rich.
Yes, sir.
5-0.
The radio that I have as the additional channel.
6-0.
I don't know who you are.
And just
Okay.
make sure they all get their
I know
suppressors
who
on.
you are.
I'll
Is this you
I'll be
lent
on the
over in
radio.
front of me?
Yes.
5-5.
I think it's the same one you've got.
Yes.
Channel 1.
And it's the ERF OFST button.
Alright, we are 40.
Okay, Whiskey, down here on me.
It's the what button, man?
The one underneath frequency. ERF OFST.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And we're 60 for command net, right?
Yeah. Radio set. I'm going to start plumbing in this stuff, Rich, if that's alright.
Alright.
The only thing lights are good for. They're really good for extracts and lights as well.
So we need 6 explosive charges per fire team, Rich, yeah?
I have one on me. Don't
I have one also.
I can't carry in one.
Guys, crowd round. Let's go over this real quick. Pull up your let's pull up your map. Have a look at this. So basically, what we're doing is we're going in. If you
Okay,
haven't
Whiskey,
read
follow me.
The intel is who's miking?
No one thought mocking.
I heard someone keying that mic. Anyway, we're gonna go in. We have to get rid of. Basically, they're named differently on here, man. They're not named the same. It's objective AC and DC. Do you see that on there?
Radio check on 6-0.
Yankee 10. Command net. Over.
DC.
Yeah, he didn't mark them.
Alpha copies.
He said he didn't mark the objectives on the map because they're quite
Okay.
obvious. But basically, AC is by phase line blue, DC
Yeah.
is by LZ voltage.
Okay,
and-
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as Keen said, if you look where it says phase line blue and then LZ voltage, basically what it is phase line blue is objective AC, where LZ voltage is. Those solar arrays are objective DC. That's our objective. And then the final objective, which is above it to the northwest,